welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Golden Gophers will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators and defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. A strike downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no...
Touchdown, Alabama! First score of the game goes up. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
The Golden Gophers offense has the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. And he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a fourth down. Hunt is in the air. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The give to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Russell. With the catch, it's Williams. There he goes! This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. That's caught. It's Williams. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off-play action on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Bad news for the defense. They gave up a first down on a scramble. Good news, though, they got a lick on that quarterback. That is a dream shot for anybody on defense.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, you're seeing a complete effort right now by this football team. Their offense has been doing their part, scoring points. They've got a big lead, and the defense right now is just shutting the opponent out. So good against the run and so athletic, and they have the ability to rush the passer. As you saw right there, getting the sack. We're only in the first quarter, but they're right now winning this game in all 3 phases.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Howard. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards.
Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, what a picture-perfect start to this football game. Like, offense doing their job, defense getting the ball back, and this offense, I tell you what, it is an impressive unit to watch. They were good on tape all week studying them. They're better in person, and they are out the gate strong in this first quarter.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He found some really good running room on that one. It just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Lanier. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the first down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that first.
And the Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air, it's Russell. That's reeled in, it's Williams. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Find some fresh air. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try the outside to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Alabama on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Split backs here. They'll go back to the ground. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Oh, man, how about that? You get your first carry, you're so excited, trying to make a difference, trying to make a play, trying to prove yourself, and you coughed it up. That's not a good start. First carry to fumble it, give it to the other team.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Howard. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going to try to get it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Turning it on. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. After run, now throw. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Quick completion on the out. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Got it in the middle, it's Hayes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Dropping back, it's Howard. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. Makes the grab at the 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Looking to throw on first down. The throw. The sure hands. It's Horton. And he's knocked down.
I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Young. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it still on his feet. Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Here's the pressure. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Golden Gophers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Howard. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Second down coming up. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Flores. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Flanagan. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into halftime. Coaches won't yell at you as much, but they got the first down. Now let's put the pedal to the floor, go a little faster, cut into this lead.
Back to pass on second down. Caught close to the marker, it's Flores. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Grab near the marker. It's Flanagan. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Flores. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run play action. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Looking downfield, it's Howard. Going for 6. Touchdown, Minnesota! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. With the catch, it's Horton. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he makes the catch. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Pressure coming. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything. Oh, he's got some space. It's a fumble. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Howard. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got his man on the outside. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Golden Gophers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Now on the move. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes that Alabama offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Gonna take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He leaves it with his back. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second. Converts on fourth down, still going.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they...
There he goes. He now has 61 yards on the ground, and he is well within striking distance of a 1,200-yard rushing season. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the third. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. No.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hayes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it. I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lanier. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Here's a heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're in defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback, and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, give on the inside.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. He might want another play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes a catch, 1st down, and maybe a lot more. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown time!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
On the run from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Hand off from the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Golden Gophers will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes the catch at the 45. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Makes the catch. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's got 93 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now.
Got enough space. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Alabama! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Troy went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Trojans team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about breaks into the open?
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
To throw, it's Lindsey. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. Fires on the move. Got his man to the left. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Johnson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Kept it on the ground on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Looking to pass, it's Russell. Got out of trouble and throws. Grab near the marker, it's Williams. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Looking for a huge play. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that